Elgin on Saturday, that's always a tasty fixture, isn't it?
For me, it's an ideal game. I know that our players have been motivated anyway. Their motivation has been there for everyone to see, but I also think, playing in a derby game keeps the pot boiling and keeps everybody up for it. I mean, hopefully we'll get a few supporters up for Peterhead because it's a wee bit closer than normal, and just generally we're looking forward to the game because it's we've done quite well up in Elgin the last couple of seasons, and but also wary of them because they've got a lot of very good players in their team.
Yeah, there's always a bit of added spice to this fixture because it's a local derby, but obviously Peterhead want to move one step closer to the League 2 title, but Elgin are desperate for points as well, aren't they, because they're second bottom?
Well, I mean, apart from anything else, the motivation for the players is the fact that it's a derby game. They'll not want us to roll up and kind of be obviously the bigger team, and there's a lot of rivalry there. I mean, I've sensed it since I came into the job at Peterhead. There's a lot of rivalry between the supporters, the board, and whatever. And we know going up there on Saturday that they'll be really motivated for the game. They'll not want us coming into town as league leaders and playing as though we're the big timers and all the rest of it. So we know what to expect. We know that we'll be their motivation. Even if I think they still got a slim chance of the playoffs, but their motivation will just be to try and to make sure that we don't win the league, and our motivation obviously is the opposite of that. But we're well aware that how tough a game it's going to be.
Yeah, your boys hold the upper hand over Elgin this season, 2 wins and a draw. So, but I guess that goes out the window on Saturday, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, every game of football is different anyway, and that's why I always say take every game one at a time. And I've been looking over the Elgin's last game against Clyde, and they lost 4-0. But I'll tell you what, they missed some chances in the game, and when you've got Shane Sutherland and Craig Gunn and Dennis Wyness in the opposition team, if you switch off or you're not at the races, these guys will punish you because they're really good players. So we know that we need to be as concentrated and focused as we've been, in most of our games in this terrific run that we've been on. Otherwise, we'll get punished for it.
Yeah, a terrific 3-1 win against Dannon in midweek, Jim. Same again would be your pre-match instructions, I presume?
It would be fantastic. I mean, to keep probably our best performance of the season for probably the biggest game of the season, again speaks volumes for the attitude of the players. I mean, for the whole 90 minutes the other night, they were in the faces of Annan, and they were relentless the way they played. They passed it when they were allowed to pass it. But generally, for me, at this stage of the season and every game we play in, it's what you're looking for is the character of the players and can they handle it. And for them to get into a big game like that the other night and give probably their best performances of the season, I mean, I just think it speaks volumes for them.
And what's your team news for the weekend?
No, I think we're in a good place at the minute. We come through the game the other night with everybody being okay. I've not had any reports of anybody being injured, and although Callum and David Cox are still out, Cox is now back in amongst us, and he was out doing a warm-up the other night, so hopefully he'll not be too far away and give us another bit of strength to be added to our squad.